discussing about aluminium. It is said that production of aluminium to our needs, whatever the amount of what amount of aluminium we need, we are not getting manufactured in country. So we are depending upon other country. We are importing aluminium and aluminium kind of things from other country. So we have shortage of aluminium production in India. Next, till now we have discussed about two important mineral based industry, that is one is called iron and steel and the next one is called aluminium. Now we are going to discuss about agro based industry. That means you know that agro based industries means industries which are depending on agriculture for raw material. So in that agro based industry we are going to discuss about one cotton, and then next we are going to discuss about sugarcane. Let's take up cotton. You know that cotton textile is the biggest and the most important branch of textile industries in India. It is the most important agro-based industry. Cotton is the most important agro-based industry. Cotton cloth making was known to Indians since a long time. That means it is not new to us. Since from olden days, Indians knew how to manufacture cotton textile and cotton cloth. Okay, so but it was confined to handloom. It was called, you know that cotton cloth can be manufactured in a primitive method and also modern method. Primitive method in the sense by using handloom, without using any machineries, without using any electricity, we can manufacture. So in the beginning it was called handloom, but now power looms are there. Now they are using electricity, technology and etc. The first modern, such kind of industry which uses electricity, technology, skill, such industries are called modern based industries. Such a modern cotton textile industry was started in 1854 when a cotton mill was set up in Mumbai. After that, the industry made a rapid progress and more mills were established. After independence, more and more industries has been established, but till even today, Gujarat and Maharashtra, our neighboring country, neighboring state Maharashtra and also Gujarat, they have made a lot of progress in the production of cotton textile. Okay, now India ranks second in the world in respect of cotton fabrics production, next to China. That means today, if you compare the total production of the cotton in a year, so India has a second place next to China. So it's one of the important cotton textile producing country in the world. Okay, so it's not only it produces but also it is a exporter. India is a very important exporter. We are exporting cotton and cotton made goods, I mean garments or many things to other countries. So the location of, as we have seen for aluminium, so also some very important things needs for the location of cotton textile. What are those? Okay, so the location of cotton textile industry governed by supply of raw cotton, power, vast market, capital, skilled labor and humid climate. Why it is humid climate? Humid climate means you know that cotton is agriculture, cotton textile is agriculture based industry. Cotton has to be grown, it's agriculture. So to grow agriculture you need a very humid climatic condition. So there is a need of such things. I think you have to frame a question called what are the important needs to locate a cotton textile industry. For that question, these are the points as we have seen in aluminium. So you're supposed to prepare it. Now depending upon this, let us try to know that what are the distribution, where we find cotton textile industries in India. Cotton textile industries is widely distributed more over than 76 towns and cities of India. Okay, why it is so 76, and it is said that it is equally distributed all over India. Why it is said means you know that in those days before man or we invented or developed synthetic fabrics. So the very important cloth that human beings used to wear is cotton textile, cotton cloth. That's why it was must for all the people, all the places of people, all the regions of India supposed to depend upon or develop cotton textile industries. Either it is handloom or it may be modern method of. Okay, so we have 76 towns which have concentration of cotton textile industries. Okay, it is that, however, it is concentrated mainly in the cotton growing area. Usually, you know that cotton textile industries usually found in an area where cotton is grown more. So cotton is grown more where climatic condition is suitable to grow cotton. Such is the relationship begins between the area growing and also industries. Okay, in keeping in this one, what are the important states if you think? Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, are the important cotton growing areas and also cotton textile having states in India. Okay, that too I was talking that Gujarat and Maharashtra have more concentration of and also largest producer of cotton textile. If you go to that, even for example Mumbai, okay, the capital of Gujarat, sorry, Maharashtra. Mumbai is the most popular center of cotton textile industry. It is known as Cotton Polis or Manchester of India. Now, two objective question may be possible, but you should prepare this one. Mumbai is known as in two names as far the cotton textile is concerned. Cotton Polis, or it is also called as Manchester. Okay, Manchester is a city in England. Okay, now, olden days, Manchester in England was the largest cotton producing city in the world. That's why, as it is in the world, so Mumbai is in India. That's why it is called. Mumbai is called as Manchester of India. So that's about cotton textile industries. So next, we are going to discuss about second important agro-based industry that's called sugar industry. You know that sugar is nowadays almost become a part and parcel of our life. Okay, sugar is manufactured by using sugar cane. It is not only sugar cane, sugar is manufactured only by the sugar cane, so other products also there. For example, sugar along with sugar we produce gur and okay, gur also very important product of this one, and also called kandasari. Okay, kandasari. Sugar, gur and kandasari are the important producers of or products of sugar industry. Okay, even sugar, it is said that second important agro-based industry is, and then in the art of sugar making was known to Indians. Okay, and they were preparing not only sugar but also they were preparing gur, for example, what you call in jaggery. Okay, Kandasari. The modern sugar mills were started in the beginning 20th century, but the industry made rapid progress after independence. So mostly all the industries made progress after independence because you know the condition, what is the history says about British giving importance to industries in India. Supply of sugar cane, cheap and efficient transport facilities, government encouragement, market and capital are the main factors. So again, you can ask frame a question called what are the needs for a sugar industry? Supply of cheap and efficient transport facilities, and also supply of raw material. That means what is the raw material? Sugar cane is the raw material. And also we need government encouragement. That means government policy is supposed to be good, and there should be a good market for the products of sugar cane, and also they should need a capital. These are the very important needs for sugar industries to begin in India. So there are many areas in India which has this kind of encouragement, this kind of factors which helps sugarcane industries to begin. Let us see what are the states that one. Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, Bihar, Odisha. So mostly north and also most part of India, South India also, the states have more sugar growing area. That's why there are many sugar industries also. Okay, so India is the second largest producer of sugar and sugar products, but it is next to Brazil. Brazil in the world is the highest and largest sugar producing country in the world, whereas the second is India. Okay, so keep in their mind. So there are some topics they are given in the box. Molasses and bagasse. What is this? Molasses and bagasse means usually molasses and bagasse are byproducts of sugar industry. So after producing or manufacturing sugar or producing sugar, so what remains, the waste is called molasses. Okay, usually molasses is used in the distilleries. Usually they use it in the alcoholic, producing alcoholic drinks like wine, beer, and etc. Okay, whiskey, like that they produce it. Okay, even maybe it also used in the medicinal work also. For example, nowadays you see that we have seen that there are many medicinal things are there. I mean, it may be ointments, it may be syrups, or etc. It depends upon such kind of alcoholic okay what you call products. Okay, along with it, it said that it is also used in the manure. Manure means the artificial fertilizers what we use. Okay, or it may be manure in the sense the natural fertilizer what we produce, so it can be manufactured. Bagasse is a waste after okay, extracting juice from the sugar cane, the remaining, the waste, okay, is called bagasse. That bagasse is used in the manufacturing of papers, okay, paper is used, that's called the byproduct